How do I understand complex employment lawsuits as a non-expert? Imagine you're watching a movie where two characters are arguing over a workplace issue. Now, think about how confusing that scene might be if you didn't know the rules of the game. Employment lawsuits can feel just like that, full of legal terms and steps that seem hard to follow. But understanding how they work can help you feel more confident if you ever face one or just want to know what's happening behind the scenes. Most employment lawsuits start when an employee feels something went wrong at work. This could be unpaid wages, unfair treatment, or even wrongful firing. The first step is usually talking to a lawyer who can help figure out if there's a real legal issue. If the lawyer agrees, they will help you file a formal complaint in court. This document explains what happened, what laws might have been broken, and what you want as a result. Once the complaint is filed, the employer gets a copy and has a chance to respond. This begins the discovery phase, where both sides gather evidence. They might look at emails, contracts, pay stubs, or talk to witnesses. This process can take months, depending on how complicated the case is. Sometimes, the parties try to settle out of court to avoid a long trial. They negotiate and agree on a resolution, often involving money or changes at the workplace. If they cannot agree, the case moves to trial. Here, a judge or jury listens to both sides and makes a decision. Afterward, either side can appeal if they believe the law was not applied correctly. Appeals do not re-examine the facts but focus on whether the legal process was fair. Some employment lawsuits involve groups of employees with similar complaints. These are called class action lawsuits. They need court approval and can address widespread issues like wage theft or discrimination affecting many workers at once. Knowing the common types of employment lawsuits helps too. These include claims for unpaid wages, overtime violations, wrongful termination, discrimination based on race, gender, age, or disability, harassment, retaliation for reporting illegal activity, or breaches of employment contracts. To better understand these cases, learn some basic terms. The person filing the lawsuit is called the plaintiff. The employer being sued is the defendant. Damages are the money or other compensation the plaintiff seeks. Discovery is the evidence-gathering process, and motions are requests made to the court for rulings. If you're not a legal expert, keep records of any workplace issues. Save emails, notes, or other proof. Talk to a lawyer early if you think you have a case. Remember, most employment lawsuits settle before going to trial, so be prepared for negotiations. Each case is different, and timelines can vary based on how complex the issues are and how many people are involved. Getting familiar with these basic steps and terms can help you see how employment lawsuits unfold. It's a process that involves many stages, but understanding the flow makes it less intimidating and more manageable.